rising rent and inflation are impacting even college students. Homelessness among students is often an invisible issue, but in-depth reporter Christiana Ford shows us how prevalent it really is.
As day turns to night,
It's 14 beds. That's all we have room for here.
every day, almost like clockwork.
The beds are full every single night.
Andrew Shade is Director of Development at Arbor Youth Services. He says here at their emergency shelter for 18 to 24-year-olds, one of their biggest populations is college students.
We have a couple of youth right now that are attending BCTC. We have one at UK. I know that we have students, they'll have class until 6 or 7 or 8 p.m. and they have to rush here to make sure that they get a bed.
With rising housing costs and inflation, college students are experiencing difficulty securing housing and staying in their housing nationwide, sleeping on couches and even in their cars.
I think as homelessness rises nationwide, we absolutely see a correlation right here in central Kentucky, and that is an increase in homeless 18 to 24-year-olds.
University of Kentucky caseworker Ariane Jet Seals has been connecting people to basic needs and services for 15 years.
You put your backpack on and you come to school, but there are certain students that carry a lot more weight than just their textbooks.
Coordinating basic needs for students like food and housing through the university's Center for Support and Intervention. Jet Seals says lately there have been a lot more students looking for help.
I would definitely say the difference is the housing cost. So when they originally signed their leases, the expectation was that the housing was much more affordable. They had roommates or the budget already just worked out for them. Now the average cost that I'm seeing for students' rent is about $1,200 to $1,300 a month.
The need can be seen by just looking at the bare shelves in their free pantry. Just as quickly as they restock, it's gone again. Exactly how many students isn't clear because, like UK, most colleges aren't tracking it. Of the colleges we asked, only Bluegrass Community and Technical College had the numbers. About 10% of their students are experiencing homelessness. But researchers at the Hope Center for College Community and Justice have surveyed over 195,000 students from 130 two-year colleges and 72 four-year colleges. What they found was that around 14% of students at 2- and 4-year institutions who responded experienced homelessness. 48% experienced housing insecurity.
Students who are experiencing these situations are sacrificing and willing to stop eating, skip rent, not pay their utility bills, and therefore it turns into a vicious cycle where they have shut-off notices, eviction notices.
Paola Umanja, Director of Institutional Engagement at the Hope Center, feels like the results of their study show how important it is that colleges know what their students are going through outside the classroom.
This is important because students are humans first. Their basic needs are their educational needs.
So they can focus on what they're in school to do, not where they're going to lay their heads at night. Christiana Ford, Evening Edition.